Hello and welcome to Camp Xbox, where we talk about all things Xbox from the original to the Series X, and today we're taking a closer look at Mission Impossible Operation Surma, a 2003 release for the original Xbox and other major consoles at the time. It was developed by Paradigm Entertainment, which is the same team behind other Xbox games such as Terminator: Dawn of Fate. And this game is based off of the popular Mission Impossible franchise that has been around since the 1960s, but this one is set within the context of the modern movies, which that series started in 1996 and has a new movie coming out later this year as of recording. And as a big fan of these films, I was excited to try out this game. It's the last in a series of Mission Impossible video games, which had three predecessors before it, and this takes place between the second and third movies in the Mission Impossible movie timeline. In Mission Impossible Operation Surma, you step into the shoes of Ethan Hunt, an IMF operative who finds himself embroiled in an insane global plot. The game follows the usual spy formula with a healthy dose of scientists, gadgets, technology, and espionage. Despite its density, the game manages to strike a balance between its Hollywood action movie roots and stealth gameplay. The plot is not only commendable, but also a lot of fun to experience. The voice work is top notch, with Steve Blum taking over the role of Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt. And although he's not trying to imitate Cruise, his performance is impressive. Additionally, Ving Rhames, who plays Luther in the movie, lends his voice to the game, and it gives it a nice touch of authenticity. Steve delivers an outstanding performance here, channeling a more rugged and battle-hardened version of Ethan Hunt. And I really like a lot of the voice work, but Steve's interpretation of Ethan Hunt really stands out. He brings a unique and compelling energy to the game, making it an unforgettable experience for fans of the Mission Impossible franchise. And this game draws a lot of inspiration from popular titles like Metal Gear Solid 2 and Splinter Cell, with a heavy emphasis on espionage, technology, and stealth mechanics. While it shares similarities with Splinter Cell in terms of inventory management and controls, it distinguishes itself with a more action-packed and linear experience. Despite this game is well crafted, with tight controls that feel natural and a level design that allows for creative gadget use and sneaking at strategic moments. While it may not offer the same level of open-endedness as Splinter Cell, it still provides an immersive experience with its forgiving approach to failure. Unlike in other games, gadgets in Mission Impossible Operation Surma are carefully integrated into the gameplay and are more situational than freely available for you to use. The game guides you to specific points where you are meant to use them, rather than allowing you to simply just pick your favorites to use over and over again. What I found really enjoyable about this approach is that it encourages you to use all of the gadgets at your disposal, which adds to the immersive experience of being a spy. I found myself frequently using my hook line to grab on the pipes, and my sniper pistol to take out enemies from a distance. The game's well-crafted level design and scripted events create a thrilling and action-packed adventure. While it's true that games like Splinter Cell offer more creative freedom, I still appreciate that Mission Impossible prioritizes a strong narrative and a compelling overall experience. Additionally, the game offers a variety of missions ranging from avoiding laser grids to skydiving, and even hacking while suspended in the air, making for a varied and enjoyable stealth adventure. One of the game's most thrilling sections is the laser field level, where you must hack computers on both sides of the wall. And to traverse between them undetected, you must carefully time your dodge rolls to avoid deadly beams coming at you. On either side of you, you use your zipliner to hack computers, and it feels just like that scene in the movie where you are lowered down. It does an excellent job of almost piecing two different mini-games into one cohesive experience. This heart-pounding sequence amps up the already action-packed espionage feel of the game. And the music in Mission Impossible Operation Surma is nothing short of incredible. While it features the iconic Mission Impossible theme, of course, the game soundtrack also incorporates a lot of drum and bass, which is quite enjoyable. The music also can be very cinematic, and the bombastic tones add to the game's overall cinematic Hollywood experience. In terms of visuals, though, I would say the game is quite impressive, with detailed environments that add an element of intricacy and uniqueness to each different section. However, the quality of the cutscenes is not quite on par with the in-game graphics, which can be a bit jarring at times. Despite this, I'll say overall the visuals of the game are well done. In conclusion, Mission Impossible Operation Surma exceeded my expectations as a movie tie-in game. Instead of a lackluster experience, we got a well-crafted and enjoyable stealth action title. The game not only looks good, but it also plays great with smooth controls and a fast-paced experience. I found that maybe it won't be the most replayable experience since it's so straightforward with its narrative and it doesn't offer a lot of creativity like Splinter Cell does, but at around 12 hours of gameplay, I want to say you get a good amount of game time out of this one. So if you're a fan of stealth games or even the movies, I highly recommend giving this one a try. It's a hidden gem, and I feel like it deserves a lot more attention and recognition than it does already. And on my original Xbox ranking list, Mission Impossible moves in at number 15. I put it above Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 because I really love the feeling and the mood and the story of Mission Impossible, but it's going to go under Hitman Contracts because I found Hitman Contracts to be a little more replayable, and I think I liked its stealth elements just a bit more to put it over it. But anyway, if you've ever played this one, if you're a fan of the movies, or if you're just interested, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Also, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, but I'll see you here next time at Camp Xbox.